Alright, so we're going to be doing question A. So this uses the median of 3 selection. So median, remember, is not the average, it's going to be the middle number. So we have, the way we do this is we count how many elements there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 elements, and we divide this by 2. So the number we're looking for is at index 6. So we have index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, index 5, and index 6. So we have this 11 here. So we take the start element, the middle element, and the last element. So the start element is 23, and then we have the middle element as 11, and the last one as 20. So if you put these all into an array, you get something like 11, 20, 23, if I put them in order. So yeah, the median of this one is 20, so answer is 20. Cool. So I'm going to get this eraser. Okay, so looking at question B. So this one we're going to be using bubble sort. Yeah, so the way this works is we first take a look at the array, and then we look at the first instance of two adjacent numbers that are out of order, and then we kind of swap them until we reach a value that is greater than the value that we're kind of making these swaps with. And then from there, we pick the next largest number, and then we kind of repeat this process. So you'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to have some coffee. Okay, so you can see at this array here, we already start with out of order. So we're going to take 23, and we're just going to do these kind of jumps up and down the list. Okay, so 23 is greater than 19, so we swap those. So let's do scan 1. So yeah, we get 19 and 23 technically swaps here, but there's no point me redrawing this out every single time. So 23 also is greater than 22. So 22 gets swapped with the current position, which is technically here. Yep. So and then 24 we see is greater than 23. So we're just going to stop there. So we have 23, 24, and then I'm just copying out the rest of the list from here because this remains unchanged. 25, 20. I'm bound to make some mistakes, so please leave feedback or comments down below. Having some more coffee. Alright. I don't know why my eraser feels so janky. So we chose 23. Now we want to choose the next largest number that is out of order. So we have this 24 here. And we want to compare, we want to start moving these down. So let's just continue on here. So 19, 22, 23, and then this 24 is gonna, start swapping these elements. So it's gonna swap with 13, and then it's gonna swap with 18, it's gonna swap with 11, it's gonna swap with this next 13. It's also gonna swap with this next 23, it's gonna swap with this next 10. It's going to swap, it's gonna stop before it reaches this 25, so it's gonna be 24, 25, and 20. Okay, we're still not done here. Yeah, so we're going to go 19, 22, 23, 13, 18, 11, 13, 23, 10. So now that we're at this 24, so yeah, now that we're here, we're going to look for the next uh, element that's larger than 24 that's also out of order, which is going to be this 25 here. So yeah, it does one comparison with 20. 20 goes here, 25 goes here. Okay, that looks like scan 1 is done. So the question is asking for the first 3 scans. So I'm hoping I can, I'll be able to scroll down and create space. It's okay. Yeah, let's just continue on. Scan 2. So this is kind of like, the next scan is like a full reset almost. So we want to do exactly what we did in this first step, which we kind of went down the list, and it didn't really matter how high the number was. It just mattered if it was out of order in terms of the first one that we select. So 19 is in order with 22, so is with 23, and then 24 is our first instance. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong array. Sorry. This is the stage that we're at here. So, well, sorry, I'm just going to erase this last one because I got part of the answer correct. 19 and 22 are still in order. 23 is now our next element that is out of order. So we're going to start by performing a swap on 13. Same with 18, 11, 13, and then this is a 23 as well. So it's just going to go right next to the 23. It's not larger than 23, so it doesn't need to, we don't need to do a swap or anything like that. I'm pretty sure, more coffee, I apologize. I wonder if this would have been better to do typed. Probably. I think it's better to do a demonstration though. Handwritten. Okay, so we're up to, we just did this node here. So now we look on and yeah, I guess it works as like greater than or equal to. So now we take the next 23, which is this one here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna repeat the start of this array. 18, 11, 13. So we're up to this 23. Now here's where the array gets different. So 23 performs a swap with 10. So we get 10. And then it does not perform a swap with this 24. So 23, 24. I'm just going to keep track of where we were. 20 and 25. Okay, so equals. It becomes a little bit tedious having to repeat it out. That's why I think typing it is probably a good idea. 23, 10, 23. And now, yeah, we're up. So we've just done this 23, and now we're up to the 24. So 24 is greater than yeah. Don't know why I drew an arrow here. I think that arrow is incorrect. Anyway, yeah. So 24 is greater than 20. So 20 is going to go here, and then 24 is going to go into 25. And then because we just did 24, we move on to 25, but that's at the end of the array. So scan 2 is done. So scan. Oh yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this will be our third and final scan. So we're gonna just look through the array again. So we're looking at the very start again of this array. So 19 is smaller than 22. 22 is larger than 13, so we're going to start swapping. So we have 13. And then 18 is smaller than 22, so is 11, so is 13. 23 is larger, so we're going to put the 22 here. 23, I'm just going to make note of where we were. 10, 23, 20, 24, 25. Okay, so now we're going to look at the next largest number that's out of order. So I'm just going to copy this down. 19, 13, 18, 11, 13. 22 goes where it was, and then 23 is larger than this 10 now, so we perform a swap. It's not larger than the next 23, so 23, 23, 20, 24, 25. And then next step, very tedious, so you kind of skip through if you want, but the idea is you don't want to try and rush it and make mistakes. So we did this 23 here. This 23, this next one is larger than 20, so we're going to swap the 20. 23 is going to go here, 24, and 25. So, yeah, we just did this one here. And then, yeah, we'd move on and continue to do comparisons, but from just a look, 24 is smaller than this 25. So it looks like we're done. So, yeah, this array is, yeah, that's our final answer there. Let's just review the question. Suppose the array above is sorted using bubble sort. Performing scans left to right in the same way, blah, blah, blah. What will the array look after the first 3 scans? So this is what the array would look like. Sorry about that.